Oh, this is awesome.
Let's see if we can get a
All right.
tabletop. Okay, here we
I
go.
am in the game. It's got to make my screen look
All right,
all
we're trying to join. We're trying to join.
pretty.
What else would I put in a water symbol Sasquatch deck other than Glacial Assault?
All right, so me and Chris were talking about this king deck, right? And I was watching him
Yeah.
play it a little bit, and I would yell at him every time that he missed his first form off of king. And I'm like, I'm gonna turn you into a drinking game if you keep missing your first form. And so he has made us a note of every time Bromley misses his first form, finish your drink. So it is what
Can I edit this?
10
How do I edit
o'clock
this?
at 10 o'clock. So, time to get sloshed, everybody. So, Kevin.
We have added another condition to the drinking game. Whoa! I just see what I think I just saw? I think I just saw the Takeda, not Takeda, the duo combo attack, and I am concerned this is a 65 card deck that will kill itself doing that. But go ahead. Anyway,
Hit me with the matchup as I do some cleaning of the screen.
all right. So here we have a 7-hand size mirror, and those are always exciting and volatile and wild, right? I think some key aspects include so King is going to be clogging Takeda's card pool and trying to prevent him from playing any blocks, and then really King is really a kind of a different flavor of Snowball deck, where the Goro deck is trying to get a sort of abstract tempo-y sort of advantage. This King is a one big turn deck. It says, I'm going to get your card pool very full. I'm going to play a lot of attacks, and I'm going to have all those attacks scale in proportion to how full your card pool is. And so I will just kick your head to the moon. Takeda, in the meantime, is going to be playing. This might be a good matchup from the perspective of how their offenses line up. Is he just going to play with this card for his staging area?
I think so.
Takeda is very much centered around, the combo keyword, and in particular, very like the Trinity Geyser is going to be pretty much the key card. Ooh, we're taking a risky build, all 2 diffs, and getting paid. Wow.
We never miss. Well, we gotta check all these 5s now so that we can check 3s on that 5 check for you.
Oh, let me go. I'll keep talking, but I'm going to go refill my water so I can take some sips. Oh, geez, I don't want to finish this 32 on strength every time he visits his first form, though.
Oh my goodness. Takeda reviews a geyser just right away, right? So we are already on board. As soon as we find a decent combo attack to pop off, we're just gonna start looping stuff. Draw 3, next 3 ignore. Pretty decent.
Yeah, and so King's card pool clogging ability is quite advantageous in this matchup because a bunch of Takeda's defensive resources involve things like, for one, Bakery Poster Girl, which matters a lot less when your block difficulty is coming from the 7 cards in your card pool rather than the 7 speed of your opponent's attack. But then second, a lot of it comes from reversals. So getting to use an attack like Bamboo Blind Slice can be very devastating on defense, very, very difficult to crack through. But King will make that very difficult to successfully play that reversal.
Chat, I want you to count how many times Chris misses his first form, and we're already at 1. Let's see a couple 1s in chat because he's already missed it.
Did he?
Yeah, for sure he did. He would have put a dice next to his character.
Okay, yeah. Well, the thing is, her ability is so badly designed.
Yeah.
It's first half do nothing on turn 1, and then in the future, if you're still at full, or if you're gain 1, and then after you've gained 1, you can increase your maximum vitality.
Yeah.
So the first time you do it, if you're at 19, you go your maximum. You just increase the size of your bar, but don't fill it. And then the next turn, you fill your bar up to 20, and then go to 21. And yeah, so here we do see the Chris Bromley preparation here, playing a card that is precisely engineered to trigger Takeda players. Precise Blow.
Yeah.
Clogs his card pool and makes it impossible to. Oh yeah, makes it impossible to combo, and he used Fulfilled in Battle, so it returns to his hand after at the end when he clears his card pool. So that Precise was going to be there forever, and he just did not gain a life. We got number one.
Drink number 2, baby. Now that's 2. He missed his first form of the
That is a confirmed one. His life total might max out at 20 right now. We don't know. We can't tell. We have a confirmed one.
Oh my goodness.
He's spitted it. Yeah, he knows. He sees what he did.
But yeah, that's as me and Chris were talking about this deck, the big thing that he was worried about was he was worried about Takeda. He was worried about blindfold loops, and just being able to like all the block modifiers on all of his attacks are actually like insane. And just playing Fulfilled in Battle just means you get to pick them all back up, right? Being able to pick up Precise Blow every turn, crazy versus this combo deck. And not to mention like Precise Blow into Scratch is like such a beating with when you just like go full off. I think if you've got Blindfold and Scratch and Yin and Yang, it's like stuff 6 cards in the card pool.
Yeah, Scratch Glissando is one of my. Oh my god.
He said build one pass. He said it's fine.
Oh, we might have the virtual win on board right now. Holy crap. Because Takeda is this is a good symbol deck, and the good symbol is not deep on useful things to do in Deadlock.
Yes.
Right? Like, I know there's a card that I love that does not see a lot of wide play in the community as far as I know. There's Spirit Shotgun, which you don't really want to play in your Takeda deck. It's kind of off theme. It's entirely possible we'll see 0 Deadlock cards out of this, and he'll just have to compete with a 25-card staging area here. And King will have all the time in the world. She can check 17 threes against her 5+ and not even care, because she can just tap her 35-card staging area.
For sure. And with cards like with Champion of Combat, you honestly don't have to. The response is just to slow them down, right? Oh my god. Yeah, he truly is the champion.
multiple copies of. Is that triple champion?
Yeah,
Deadlock is just off limits now, and
this might 3-peat, baby.
Oh boy. So Takeda's path to victory here is to run something into Precise Blow, play another attack, dodge the Precise Blow, don't get Precise Blowed on that, and then manage to pull a Shirai Ryukan at the end of the end of the string, so to speak, with 5 cards in his card pool or whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And only then stack up the Trinity Geyser and get off that Trinity Geyser combo, and then try to play through everything else that's in play here. But Chris already built a High Seas Adventure, and he missed his first form again. What an idiot! He hasn't first formed once this game.
Nah, who needs it? I guess. I don't know. Gaining 2 life here.
I can't drink that much, probably. Oh man, I want to like write on his thing, but that would be extremely interfering in the match, and that'd be very inappropriate. We're just running garbage mid attacks into our opponent's face-up Precise Blow. Oh, this is bad times. This is what you hate to see, where the game is. He is knowing the power of the Abyss on his own attack. Holy moly!
What could he possibly want here? Just the Takeda card? Just the Shinryu? And then we got caught red-handed that said no thank you.
Wow.
We got a reader. It's Broken Venomous.
Wow. I was talking smack about this matchup, but like I think I did caveat, like, I'm gonna talk the smack, but you know Takeda better than anyone. You're probably in better position to exploit his weaknesses than anyone in the world. Yeah. And that appears to be what's happening here. Is you came into the Master's Dojo and he is punishing you.
Yeah. He also has the loop with
that's so cute.
And Royal Bodyguard, so he'll be able to stuff a card in the card pool every single turn.
Wow, I
Not
love
to
it.
mention, whenever we destroy face down cards with Team Psycho Soldier, we will also be able to respond with Laka. So every face down card is now +4 or -4 speed.
Wow, that is a really sick little. That is a very nice setup. I really like that.
I don't want to
That's
pat
super
myself
cool.
on the back, but me and Chris definitely labbed this one together.
Yeah, that's really nice. 'Cause, what I love about this, like, Lakualua, like that's not a staple by any means. You know, you don't see that tearing up the place in standard.
For
But
sure.
it's a solid card. It's a one diff. Like the bar flows is not super high.
Yeah.
Royal Body Art's amazing. Team Psycho Soldier is powerful. And yeah, that's the best is always when you can take good solid cards that are fine on their own and have them combine into something much greater than their parts. Right? I think that's what the old like what made Dr. Wily so good back in the day was you would get Team Psycho Soldier down and you would have Wily's ability, you'd have Skull Fortress, and you'd be just refueling on all these abilities, writing all your cards as you're committing them past your control checks, and just making these huge attack strings. And it's just super, super fun and super powerful.
Yeah,
all
I
together.
agree.
God, yeah, and because of this Royal Bodyguard, he doesn't even have to spend his Precise Blow here. The card pool's already clogged. He can't combo it already.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why we don't block it here, though, right? Just to, like, save the damage.
Yeah, like he's got 4 cards in hand. It's really hard not to just, yeah, I guess throw it out anyway. And if he decides to attack with 3 cards already progressive difficulty,
Or
yeah,
unless
we're doing even better.
we just
Holy crap! Scratch the
pick up
Sando's a kick to trigger King.
Correct.
Holy moly!
Yeah, so we get to here. We get block reversal, then respond with our King. Use one ability on our character.
So I have long thought that mid was the worst attack zone by a lot, and this is kind of the showcase of why, right? Like cards like Yin Yang is just this loose attack just to get an enhanced step, and he's getting absolutely murdered because of it, right? Like he just walked into a Royal Bodyguard. He's walking into he put an attack into his opponent's hand, and is now putting a card in his card pool. Wait, oh my God, is that what King does?
King puts any card that they want into the card pool.
Wow. Yeah. So if Takeda could
I'm sorry, what?
we are blowing the load here, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think he has any opponent's turn card pool counting except for King herself.
No, thank you. That's funny.
Yeah. So if Takeda could ever get some momentum here, that Bamboo Blind Slice would be a really hard counter to King's entire deck, but it's going to be looking very sketchy that that'll ever happen.
Yeah, for sure.
If he didn't come with with some of the Retro does have cards that generate fast momentum for very loose purposes. Oh, and he did have momentum already, so he actually could have canceled this.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure why he didn't. But we are no longer using...
certainly got blown out for it.
Your turn.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah,
that does not work.
Wrong, incorrect. No.
He would full block it anyway with his Uniting the Cosmos, which is something that was in the back of my head to bring up, but
Chris, no. Chris, stop. Chris, stop. This is why I have to...
We might be muted as spectators.
Person. I'm gonna change teams.
Yeah.
Change colors.
I think it doesn't necessarily change that much. I think he might have wanted to block that anyway.
He says my bad.
Like I don't think he even put it to lethal damage, and like with King's Enhance, it was still for double digits anyway.
Yeah,
because it was triple Yin Yang.
Correct. Yeah.
So yeah, 9 or 10 damage.
I just want to make sure nobody's out here
not lethal, but
accidentally skamazing.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a very difficult position to be in as the Takeda player, knowing the magnitude of the hill you have to climb to be able to get through just the precise below Royal Bodyguard stuff.
For sure.
Um,
Hell yeah, we got a first form, baby. Let's go. He did it.
all right, don't drink.
Don't. You can't tell a bunch of UFS players not to drink. Is that his first F? Yeah, Free Love. I do believe that is his first
I
F.
personally believe it's his second one. It's his first one when he wasn't already at max life. Although he has made no visible indication that he, is at 20 maximum vitality, which is
True.
part of the terribleness of King's design. But
Yes.
Rose Whip. What is this trash? Why are you making your deck so bad?
It just picks up scratch.
I hate it. I hate it. These aren't kicks. What is happening? Come on. I guess we're comboing and going to full. Blech.
Nope. Apparently he did not go up to the first.
Oh, yep. No. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna finish this drink because this is a 32-ounce bottle of water, but we're gonna take a big sip here. And Takeda is. Is this a safer work stream? Can I just say he's blowing his load right now using up these United the Cosmoses? Like, he's in a very real chance of just getting decked if this game goes on for much. Oh, he has a cycle already. He's going to put 37 cards back in his library, but. Yeah, it's. This game's going to end at some point, and it is. It's tough to imagine how Takeda's going to get out of this because he's over here playing Never Day Without Training, practicing the torch, kind of very vanilla like +1 card things, and some stuff like Beast Hunter to sort of try to disrupt a combo element from his opponent. But his own proactive game plan is got to just being torn apart by what this King deck is presenting on the board.
For sure.
And this seems like a peculiar string of choices here to me. What Chris is doing proactively. Like, I guess we both just decided that the opponent has to die and damn the consequences.
Yeah.
But it seems like he can just kind of sit tight here and stare at him until he draws another handful of yin-yangs or whatever. I guess that's not really possible because they're all exiled already.
Yeah.
But
the big thing here is we do have the Champion of Combat, right? And so with Champion of Combat, we were supposed to stuff an extra card off of King. I don't know why we didn't. This is a kick. But this is +2/+2 on everything. Not to mention we've got another +4 speed off of the Team Psycho Soldier, and we have used Pure of Heart to say that Baby Puzzle Girl does not exist. And so unless we've got some crazy another crazy block, I'm not positive it's going to happen.
Yeah, Kieran Soul comes in there.
It might just be for the -1 speed.
Could be, yeah.
But we're just going to throw it face down as... Go ahead.
We're on 9 speed so far. I guess it's going to be about to be a bunch more. Yeah, maybe this just works. 9-13 speed against...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's concession. Well, yeah, I guess, he is familiar with the deck and knows what's happening, and that it's... he did watch his opponent's cycle, and I guess knew what was in his discard pile, but... Like, imagine there was a Know the Power of the Abyss still hanging out in his... Just sandbagged in his hand, like...
Yeah, that'd have been pretty bad.
I don't know. Yeah. Can't backseat quarterback too much after a win, but...
It's true. It might not have been the best option, but
yeah.
I think at that point it was either you sit there and you wait another turn for them to be pushed into deluxe to just guarantee that you get your damage off because of the Champions of Combat, or you YOLO and just go for it, and you still have a little bit of defense on on board just because of like how the turn will play out.
Yeah. But yeah, I think hard to say anything about a dominant performance from this King deck. Showcasing a bunch of the kind of fundamental features, I think, of UFS these days, where you have the right pieces of hate, or the right pieces of sort of consistency to be able to carry your hate over through multiple turns. The right, tech cards like High Seas Adventure can really make it trouble for a opponent who's relying on synergy, and the Takeda deck just was not equipped to really fight over the staging area in the way that we saw that Yusuke was, right? Like, if Yusuke plays a Spirit Gun, that pops High Seas Adventure. It's basically forced, because if you don't, Yusuke at the very least can just destroy your High Seas Adventure, and he might have something he'd rather destroy than that.
For sure.
And
the other thing is like how fragile that Takeda is off of like a very simple strategy of card pool stuffing, right? I feel like this matchup's like really, really tough. All King has to do is find a singular precise blow, and then the entire Takeda turn is pretty much waxed.
Yeah, just inserting face downs into his card pool, doesn't render his character irrelevant exactly. He still can put a 6 on top of his deck if he isn't getting that card put in his card pool. Jesus, because this is really bad. Yeah. Cards like Royal Bodyguard are very, very bad times for Takeda, and I think there were some calls in the community that Takeda Trinity guys or something here ought to be looked at, ought to be considered for banning. And this is really a show that maybe that idea is premature, that there are ways to successfully combat that. And know the power of the abyss off of the Earth Splash here. Let's go.
That is definitely tech that I have not seen.
I think that might have been hanging out in the sideboard, but I think I actually really love this, because Scratch Glissando and Precise Blow are absolutely the kind of like super powerful cards you want to go find with Know the Power of the Abyss.
Correct.
And one of the pet combos I've had in my head for quite a while actually is Know the Power of the Abyss with Evening with Gren, which destroys to go get any non-attack, non-block card from your discard pile. So tutoring for your tutors. It's a good time. But it's tough to lock 3 symbols. They don't share with each other at all, and you have to have reversals you want to go find on your off symbols. But King certainly does it. I did it a little bit in Standard with Spike, or I did it actually a bunch with Jada.
Yeah, true.
I had a spicy like 80 card wall deck.
Dang.
Yeah, but a Yin Yang half block coming in here. And we're not going to R with it because we interesting.
Take a sip.
Sip? Is he gonna? Well, no. Does he? Did I say if he fails it?
He said every time he checks a 3.
Just 3. All right, take a sip.
But we are gonna stuff 2 off that second Yin Yang in hand, so I guess that's fine.
Yeah, getting some action in here. And now we're probably going to King and commit for 3 damage, I hope.
That's what I would probably assume. Yeah. There's no reason for us not to. Just to get a 7 damage, bit of a pot shot. It's at least a gut check,
Yeah. And man, there are a bunch of... I'm just parsing in my head. With the last game we saw, King add or rather, Takeda, when commanded to call his card pool by... King's response, he put a Bamboo Blind Slice in his card pool, and that's really good. There's another card you can add, which is Sense of Morals, which is kind of the bane of like cards like this are the bane of King's existence. They do things about them in the card pool. They're really annoying for King. And yeah, we're seeing like this is the kind of play that you really hate to have to make. So he just used effectively he used one of his most powerful tricks, the guaranteed block if you deny the Cosmos, to shut down a reversal.
Yeah.
He's keeping his life total high, but he's really not making progress. And he's putting a card in his own card pool on the block. It's not necessarily a bad play. It's play you have to make sometimes, but it really is painful when you do have to make that play on a play. And yeah, he'll take the momentum because he did get the half damage in. I think Bromley missed his first F.
He certainly did. Yeah, this is 2 now. 2 for this game.
All right, water bottle. Let's go. We're gonna take. It's not gonna be a sip. We're gonna take a solid drink. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna again. Not finishing my whole 32 ounce water bottle, but. Water is really good for you, and it's important to stay hydrated, especially on a long day streaming.
I think the other thing that has to happen when we made that drink happen. Sorry, when we made the drink happen. When we made the Cosmos happen, it was to keep King off of the momentum so that she couldn't just auto stuff with Royal Bodyguard.
Okay, that's reasonable then. Yeah, because it is, it's narrowing. Yeah, that's actually absolutely true, and I didn't consider that. Royal Bodyguard. There are cards that are going to act like Royal Bodyguard and be very difficult for Takeda to grind through here. Precise Blow, principally. But Precise Blow is in his hand, it might not be present. And one thing that's very critical to keep in mind in all card games really is the idea that you need to play to your outs. You need to play in a way that gives you a path to victory. And when I talk about, it's painful to do this, it really just means, it's expending a resource in a way you don't want to do if things are going normally. But if you're protecting a path to victory, it's absolutely correct to make unusual and unorthodox plays to maximize your chances that path to victory will exist. To make painful plays, even if you're kind of not getting the most out of your cards, just to give yourself the chance to get the most out of your cards later in a way that'll let you actually win the game. And we are running into the Precise Blow here.
Wow, the counterattack that was on a 3. No, that's the attack that ignores face downs. My bad. Sorry, my bad. I was really excited. What a hot tech. Chris Bromley refusing to do a first form. Couldn't do it if a gun was at his head. Impossible.
I'm laughing. So, do you see what he added to the note card?
No.
Every time Chris cheats, call the police. But we're gonna take another solid drink here. Cheers.
That's awesome. Cheers.
The king spin. Maybe he just try to make a habit of picking up his character and spinning it around after he draw steps, just you can get some good fidgets in, right? Like people shuffling their hands.
Ooh,
just do
that.
Do that in paper. Do that in the TTS environment. See, unlike last game, we do see King without the fulfilled in battle to be able to loop the Precise Blows. Presumably, though, after sideboards, there are 4 of them available.
For sure.
And this is all likelihood just going to be a mid attack walking face first into a Precise Blow.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Otherwise, if we are that afraid, we can just high seize. Remove a foundation to say that your deck doesn't work is pretty okay. Or
there it comes.
Just hit the Precise Blow and then just be fine with it.
Yep, and we'll see. Does it get any worse here? There's 3 cards in Chris's hand. Any of them could be reversals. Any of them could be Tornado Kicks or Shokan. It's not Shokan Kick, right? It's Furious Stomp. Is it Furious Stomp?
Yeah, I call it Shiva Stomp.
Yeah. And it has, unlike Tornado Kick, it has Fury, so
yeah, she's really angry about it. King's just she's melancholy. She's whatever. I'm very stoic, but nah.
Well, she's a tornado, right? She's purely in the moment. She has no emotions. She's just an embodiment of the force of nature channeled through that kick.
I love it.
She was mad.
She's real mad. NJ Brock says, so Goro doesn't care about Leviathan and Noob Gun Spike is a headache. Man, I feel that, man.
Oh man, we got folks playing the epitome of standard here with the Noob Saibot Vengeance of the Fallen Angel combo, making unblockable 12s, I guess. Oh jeez, that is so brutal.
Heartbreaker.
Not even oh man, yeah. So he, effectively that was taking a risk that he would check some good stuff. He played an attack, he got clogged. He played another attack, it got blocked, but nothing else bad happened. And he tried to play a third attack with that 3 progressive, which would only, either flip high seas or take high seas off the table, force Bromley to use it, or it might just not do that because Chris isn't worried about it.
Yeah.
Because he still does have a lot of defense available this turn. But he checked a 3 and couldn't succeed it anyway.
Chris remembered his first form. Pog's in the chat, boys. Let's go ahead. Let's give him.
That's
this
good.
is some positive feedback for
Never
remembering a
seen
first form.
before. We are just opening Furious Stomp. And he hits a 5. Guys, am I not? I'm a little thirsty right now. Am I not allowed to take a drink?
No, you're not. Sorry, man. You can't make call-outs like that.
Yep, and because Chris has denied the momentums with all these blocks, this is going to be a empty Bamboo Blind Slice. It's not going to be doing anything, but it is going to be threatening in the card pool. Maybe if Takeda can pull out a Yin Yang out of his Wazoo, he could reversal and combo off of that.
That would be pretty cool. Although I doubt it happens because of the high seas, if we're actually that worried about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Woo. Got some fancy tricks here, Chris. Really showing off your tabletop prowess. Those legendary
What did
wolf
he just
events
do?
He just spun his whole staging area, rotated at one time.
It's another good fidget right there. Yeah, I can get with it.
Are we stacking?
What
Man,
on earth is happening?
we are so nervous to
I
make
guess
sure he doesn't have the momentum, huh?
Yeah,
Like, we have to keep him off that momentum that bad. We
it's very aggressive.
block, play reversal, another Bamboo Blind Slice on a
Yep.
6, checks a 3. What a heartbreaker. Has to commit everything. Oh, man.
Oh man, yeah, wow.
Just doesn't even care.
This is just the soul is exiting this man's body. Like he
Yeah.
is, because we were talking. It's kind of interesting how many King of Fighters characters sort of implicitly hedge against reversals in their own ways. We talked about Goro earlier and how if you block him and then reversal him, his next check is lubed up and you have more progressive ability to block and everything, and it's a bad time. Here, King, if you reversal her, you put more cards in your own card pool. Just power up all of her actions.
Yeah.
Champion of Combat is going to be online here. Furious Stomp is going to be online here. And already, if he hits this 5+, so that's 4 cards in the pool. And so already, this is 10 from itself. Is this presenting lethal? No, it's too short. So he can commit Champion of Combat for 4/4. He can commit King for 4/4. And it starts at 2. Effectively, he can add 4 for each card in his opponent's card pool. So 16 damage. And gonna need just one more little tap, and
she's so angry.
Much
What
more
an
than one
angry
little
girl.
tap. Yeah.
And then respond to the
That's
block.
the game. Yeah.
There it is. All right, so King taking it over to Takeda.